Hello everybody and welcome back on into the channel. My fellow heathens, welcome. It's good to see you. I hope you're having a great day, morning, happy time zones overall. We're going to be diving on into our OBS class today, and I have a treat for y'all because it is actually a lot. I was able to prep the class, and I'm going to try my best to prep these beforehand as life gets a little bit crazy, as everyone knows. But as we always start with our OBS classes, I will be talking to chat in the beginning of stream. So when you're watching this video, if you go like, if you've gotten this far, like if you watch the intro, if you go into like 5 minutes from now, that's when I'm going to be starting because I have a lot to cover today. But I really do want to welcome everybody that's watching the live stream. And if you haven't already, I do these live streams every other Thursday. So starting today, not next Thursday, but the Thursday after, that's when I'll be doing it. I'll be premiering them a little bit sooner, so it kind of gives everybody a heads up. So make sure you click that notification bell if you want to be notified to stop on in, and click that subscribe button and like this video as well, because it definitely helps the channel out. The more eyes that we get onto these OBS classes, it really means a lot because we're all learning on our content creating journey. So go ahead and skip to like, I don't know, like I guess the 11 minute marker in the VOD. Yeah, and then you'll be good. But I'm gonna go ahead and talk to chat and welcome everybody on in. How we doing, Witchy? Good to see you. Insanity, brother, great to see you. Thank you so much for stopping on in. You got me on the big screen? Ooh, I'm feeling pretty special then. Elise, I love your face. Oh, to you as well. Blue, how we doing? Thank you so much for being here. Teaching the mother of all classes here, Jack. Can't fret over every, oh my god. Dude, Metal Gear Rising, I've been seeing so much more of like those videos. That game is just like 1 out of a million. It really is. All the learning, so much learning. Learn me harder. Oh my god. Insanity, I do appreciate you stopping on in. It really does mean a lot. And everyone that's here, because today we're going to be talking about a new OBS plugin that just came out. And we're going to be talking about the Elgato Marketplace with some overlays that I'm going to download those assets, and I'm going to show you like what's going on with that. We did talk about that a little bit on the last class live stream, but I didn't really show and tell, I guess. And also, Elgato, if you're watching this, like, I love your stuff. I have so much of your things. One of these days, like, I think it'd be really cool to be, it'd be really awesome to be sponsored by Elgato one of these days. But it's something, you know, it's a goal to work towards, right? And then at the end of this live stream / video VOD thing, we have a special bonus for you, all right? So make sure to stick around for the entirety of this because I got some special things that might improve the quality of life when it comes to recording, editing, and how your camera looks. Even if you don't have a DSLR camera like I do, even if you have an Elgato face cam or webcam, if you're using any of those, it could really help. And like I said, it's also for your editing on YouTube. I'm probably gonna make Armstrong in my wrestling game for the memes. You definitely should. You should definitely do that. I think that'd be amazing, man. I've seen a lot of people create like these wrestling tournaments and the WWE like video games, and then they host them, and then they invite their audience to like join in, and they make characters for them as well. So like you can make all these meme characters, and then that'll be like who they go against, like, you know, your audience versus them. I think that'd be really neat. You get all the support, all the love, brother. Dude, you have no idea how much that means to me. Honestly, you've been supporting me for such a long time, and vice versa, being my battle buddy for all these years. So, like, thank you so much, man. It really means a lot. Yeah, Elgato, sponsor the Viking. Even though there's like, you know, I don't know, there's like a lot of there's a lot of people on the platform and everything else that's talking about OBS, you know, and other things. Like, I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool. I'd promote the crap out of them. I got an Elgato face cam. I got 2 Elgato stream decks. Elgato key light. What else? Do I have anything else Elgato? The cam link. I probably got something else that's Elgato, but I just can't find it right now. It's all Elgato. I still need to make you too. Wait, you're gonna make me a character in wrestling? I would love that so much. I really would. I think that'd be absolutely amazing. Please do. I give you 100% permission to do it. So what Elgato stuff is today's video about? This is going to be about overlays. They have a lot of free things that I want to go over. And I'm going to be showing you how to implement it into OBS. Even though we've gone over the basics already in our earlier classes, I still want to, you know, I'll still go over like how to like properly like, you know, download it, you know, how you would create the scene and like how you can utilize these assets that are literally free from Elgato to make your stream like have a little bit more flair, you know, a little bit more uniqueness to it, if you will. And I'm gonna like also I want to do Elgato and Canva. If I got sponsored by Elgato and Canva, because I use Canva all the time, that'd be really neat. I'm just saying. Purple, thank you so much for stopping on it. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well today. I have one of their stream decks. I loves it. Stream decks are amazing. Oh, you're using slobs? I can't help you. This is only for OBS. Sorry. There's a reason why it's called slobs. But I have to learn how to use it with OBS. It connects the same way. Stream decks, they connect like directly into your, like it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's real, like honestly, maybe I'll talk about that on how to like set up a stream deck on OBS. Like, it's very, very simple, I promise. Canva is awesome. I use it a lot, too. Yeah, Canva is, like, even if you're not a content creator, if you're marketing, if you're in the marketing industry, you need to use Canva. It's an amazing tool. It really is. Downloaded Bugs Bunny from the community creations in 2K23, and his interest was Bugs. Oh, my God. That is amazing. And, wait, oh, Hulk Hogan? Okay. Hulk Hogan's still a legend in my heart. He really is. But we are going to have Q&A, so like if anyone in the live stream has any questions, after I explain something in the detail, I'll definitely catch up a chat and, you know, give you that opportunity to ask your question, because I'm going to go over this as precise, and because slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I learned that when I was in the Army, and we're going to implement that when it comes to how I'm going to be teaching y'all all the things about the OBS and whatnot. And we're going to have fun while we do it, you know? Just relax, sit back. Need to learn OBS with Stream Deck because I was forced to stop using slobs. Well, I mean, slobs isn't the greatest. I'm just saying. But I understand where you're coming from. If you, like I said, if you have any questions, Insanity, even while I'm streaming today, and this goes for everybody, even if you're watching the VOD, this is why I encourage people to stop by the live streams. If you have a question and it pertains nothing about the subject I'm talking about, it could be a plugin, a source, you know, adding this or that, scene nesting, whatever. Anything related to OBS or content creating in general, if you have that question, I encourage you to ask it. Do not hesitate. There's no such thing as a dumb question. The only thing that there actually is that opportunity you could have asked to gain that knowledge. Like I said, I learned, you learned. Maybe I'm teaching this and you have something that you know that I don't, because we're learning together. I don't just say that as a slogan. You learn, I learn, we're on this journey together. That's not just a slogan, it's the actual truth, right? I'm ready to do some learning, good sir. Enlighten me. We are going to dive into it. We are at that mark. So let's go ahead and dive in to today's class with a new plugin. That's right, we have a new plugin. All the links that I'm talking about will be in the description down below. So make sure you like the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and also what really helps out the channel is clicking that share link button. Even when I'm live streaming or when I'm not live streaming, if someone, you know, like if I do something that could like help someone, you could share it with your friends. It would really mean a lot to me. So let's go ahead and dive in. Composite blur plugin. So there's a blur plugin that has been around for like literally years that everyone's been using, and you see it all the time on all these different streaming platforms and all these YouTube videos. However, it is very intensive on your computer. When I mean very, I'm talking like it takes up like 60% just to use it. So recently, someone has created a new plugin. But anytime when you mess around with plugins, the first thing you got to do is you got to shut down OBS. All right. Like, don't be using OBS, because when you're installing a plugin, you want to make sure that OBS shut down. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. So step number 1, installing plugins. You shut down OBS. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to shut down OBS. Step number 2, you're going to click that link down below in the description, and it's going to take you to this right here. And this is where we're going to download the Composite Blur plugin. So as you can see right here, the Composite Blur plugin provides several highly optimized blur algorithms. You know, it's got Gaussian, which we're already using, like multipass. Like you could read all this, right? I mean, it's got a little video on it as well, you know. And it's got, like, in the notes, like, you know, after testing it extensively on local hardware, there are bugs and issues that will slip through. However, that's with any plugin, all right? It's just like with video games. But this is what you're going to get. So, like, there's a lot of things you could do with this. You got the original, the Gaussian, the box one pass, dual Kawasi, and pixelating square. The cool thing about this is, like, this is where the creative juices start flowing. Okay, like, let's say I'm a Minecraft streamer, right? Like, imagine if I had a pixelated background, you know, like with the Minecraft or whatever, and, like, instead of my actual background. Like, that'd be kind of cool, right? Like, obviously, when we apply this to our webcam, like, whatever, but, like, let's say you have a green screen, or you have an NVIDIA game capture card that removes the background, and you have a green screen, and then you could, like, implement that. That'd be kind of cool, right? I mean, like, we could literally do that even if you don't have a green screen, which I could, like, show you. I'm gonna do that right now. But anyways, yeah, the first thing we got to do is gonna go to the top of the page. You're gonna click that good old download button on the top right hand corner, and then you're gonna have a bunch of different options right here. So obviously, I don't have Linux, you know, so I'm not gonna download Linux. You know, I don't have a Mac. You know, that's the Mac OS, Mac operating system. Don't have that. So then you got Window Installer Zip, and then you have Windows Zip. So the Windows Installer Zip is basically like going to download the actual zip file and everything else. There's 2 ways you could do it. You could just download the zip, or, you know, it can install it with the zip folder and everything else. So what I'm gonna do is I always click on the zip file folder, because when you download this, what's gonna happen is it's gonna go to your downloads. All right. So when you go over to downloads, wherever you have that stored, you know, I mean, it's gonna be right here. All right. So it's right here. Boom. It's downloaded. So the other thing we got to do is we're gonna click on cut. It's gonna, like, move it to another spot. All right. And now you get to look at my background. Okay. It's dry as sensei. Look, anime is awesome. It's still amazing. And I love Naruto. So, like, comment down below. Do you like anime? I don't know. So after that, we're going to right click. We're going to create a new folder. Okay. And obviously, I'm probably going to name it Composite I don't know. Blur. We're going to call it Blur. Compost. I can't even spell. You know what? It's because I didn't have enough coffee. That's why. So we're going to go in here and we're going to do the pasta. Okay? We're going to make it to a masterpiece. We're going to extract the files here. Okay? And just like any other OBS plugin, which, by the way, like, go to my other videos. Okay? I literally have an entire video about installing and how to install OBS plugins. So I'm going to go over that, like, very quickly here, but yeah, really easy. So, like, after you download any OBS plugin, what we're going to do is we're going to dive in to the data and OBS plugins, right? Right here. This is the 2 things we need. So I'm going to hit Control. I'm going to left click. I'm going to left click. Okay? I want these 2 things in my OBS. Now, what you're going to do is different from what I'm going to do, because I have 2 OBS installed. One is for recording and streaming. The other one is for these tutorials. So I'm going to show you where you're going to find it, and then I'm going to install it in the place that you're not going to have it, because you're just not. That's not how it works, okay? So OBS is usually, all right, unless you move it, it's going to be in your C drive, which I recommend leaving it in your C drive. I've tried moving it before. It doesn't work. So you're going to go over to your C drive. You're going to go over to Program Files 86. Then you're going to scroll down until you find OBS Studio. Once you find OBS Studio, you see the data and OBS plugins. You right click and then you're going to hit the pasta. Now, the reason why I'm not going to do that, again, is because that would go into my actual OBS. So we need to put these into the other one, which it's okay. I already got the other one like pulled up and everything, so I'm making life easy here. So like I said, I'm going to go over here. I want to cut these. I want them moved. Then I'm going to go over here to where my other OBS is at, which I guess I don't have it up already. Well, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's fine. Because I could just press this button over here. Another way you could do it is hitting open file location. So like here it is. Huzzah, I did it. And then I'm going to right click. I'm going to hit pasta. Okay. And then boom, it's done. Now, sometimes when you're installing a plugin, it's going to say, are you sure you want to do this? Like it's going to say, do you want to overwrite, like if you already have a plugin and you're updating it, or, you know, if you're installing a new one, it'll say, do you want to overwrite these files? You're going to say yes. It's not going to actually delete anything. I promise you, I'm not going to tell you something that I haven't done for years. I've been downloading plugins for years. I have way too many of them. I might have a problem, but it's okay because I'm telling you to do it, right? I'm doing it. You're doing it. It's safe. I'm not going to misguide you. I swear. So now we're going to open up OBS. All right. Now you're probably thinking, well, where's the thing? There's nothing different here. Well, yeah, there actually is. So we're going to add, our webcam. Okay. So we're going to go down to sources. We're going to hit this plus button, video capture device. We're going to call this, I like the name, like if it's going to do something, but like, yeah, Elgato face cam. Okay, it's gonna open up the virtual one automatically. We're just gonna use this one right here. Boom, done, right? Now, we're gonna lock this. We're gonna go back to sources, right click, go to filters. Then we're gonna click on effects and Bob's your uncle. Composite blur, all right? That means you properly installed a plugin. So good job, you did it. So I'm gonna click on it. And we're just going to leave it as that because I haven't really done anything with it yet. So now we're going to look at it. So this is what a Gaussian blur is. This is like the most like default blur that you ever see, you know, with that nice blur effect. It kind of like the whole reason you use blur, like honestly, is like it blurs out the background and everything. It makes it a little bit more crispy, right? The only reason I can tell you that is because of photography and filming and things I've learned this year. So we're going to click on the blur algorithm. All right. We already know what Gaussian is. You're not here to learn about that. You're here to see box, dual Kawasi, and pixelate. So the box one, you have blur type area, which I'm not going to lie, I haven't really messed with this one too much. So like, yeah, but like basically it's going to give you the blur radius, you know, what can pass through, what won't. Like if I really wanted to, I could probably make it to where like, if I just wanted my background blur, but not like my actual face, messing around with this, I could probably do it. You know, you have the little drop down, like, do I want a background source for compositing? Sure, I could do the Elgato face cam. Do I want to add like a face mask to it or whatever? Like, I could literally like do this as a circle, right? You ever seen like, you know, those blurry faces on some of those shows where they blur out the faces? If I really wanted to, I could do that, right? So like I could create, you know, if I want to invert the mask, like do I want it like circled, feathery, and everything else? Like honestly, you know, like look at this. Like this is what it would look like. Look, it's my face. You don't know who I am. I'm just a bearded lad. Ah! So yeah, like I don't know. I think this is really cool because what we could do is like we could like, you know, imagine if you had like a circle like webcam and like you wanted like the blurry background of a video game because like you're choosing the source, right? So in theory, what we can do is we could actually, like, the game capture that you put in on video games, you could put this filter in and then choose the background source that it'll blur, and then you could like layer it. And I think that'd be kind of cool. So like, there's an idea for you. Like, you could totally steal that. They also have an image. This one right here, like, so like if I have an image I want to blur out, so like I'm just gonna go over here to like some Twitch stuff because I'm a streamer on Twitch. So we're just gonna click that, and what we're going to do is we are going to start like pixelating a little bit. Let's see. Let's go with that image might actually not work. We need like a transparent PNG. That's what we need. Let's do the bat signal. I wonder how well this is actually gonna work. I've never tried it with the bat signal because there's some, unfortunately, there's some images that you need to like actually like get it going, and like you choose alpha layer, grayscale, luminosity, and then you can do like manual RGB like sliders. You can actually like change the colors like over here with these sliders, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, mess around with that. But the main thing that I want to talk about is pixelating dual Kawasi. Now, that word is a hard word to say. I'm probably butchering it, so like, don't get mad at me, all right? I'm not good with words. But the moral of the story is with dual Kawasi, the cool thing about it is like when it comes to like the blur radius and everything else and like adding blur to it, I'm gonna take off image and I'm gonna put it on source. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it on circle. Let's go back to the circle, right? So when it comes to dual Kawasi, what we can do is like we can add a feathering effect on like how much it's gonna actually add into it. So like if you look at this right here, right? So this is where the face is. So like let's say my face doesn't move that much. I could like move it with X and Y, and I can move it like, you know, Y going up and down, X going horizontal. So like I could add like the radius, you know, making it really a lot or not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then you could just like, you know, you could have just a little bit, or you could have a lot. And like I was saying with the image thing, like let's go back to that. Let's say you wanted to do the bat signal, all right? But like, let's say you wanted to make it alpha channel, right? So you want to choose alpha because that means it's going to go over. So like, I don't know, like you could put your face in the bat signal. I think that'd be cool. I'm a huge Batman fan. My chair. Look, I love Batman, okay? I can't help it. All right. So yeah, something you could do with that. You could like have the bat symbol like as your background. I think this is really neat. There's a lot of things you could do with this. You could add a multiplier, which like, it's gonna like layer it even more. It's gonna blur it out, or you can take away from it. But like, yeah, mess around with it, you know? I think that's kind of cool what you could do with it. But the main thing that I also want to talk about is the pixelate. Now, the thing about the pixelate is like, look at this. It's actually, so like as much as possible, like it's gonna stay in this general area, but like you could like pixelate your camera. You know, you could add a feathering effect to like make it smoother, or you could just like pixelate just giant circle. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have it like somewhat, you know, pixelate or whatever. The other thing, you could choose like the type. So like, you know, if we want to have a circle webcam, we could do circle on top of this, you know? So I think that's pretty cool. And then the radius, if I want to make it smaller to my face, that's what the radius will do. And then the feathering, the more I add to it, the more like, you know what I mean? You're able to see my face. If we get rid of it entirely, then that's what it would look like. Now you're probably thinking, well, you know what? That's pretty cool, but like, how can I use this for streaming? So this is like what I would do, and you could totally steal this idea because that's the whole point of the class. But before I continue, Drolik, welcome on in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Does anybody have any questions before moving on? May have to do that next time? You should. Yeah, Wishy, absolutely. Like, I mean, if you want. Oh, you're talking about covering? Oh, stop it, you goober. So the way I would use this for content is quite literally, I would probably add like 2 of the same sources. And there's a reason for this because like let's say I just like, you know, go over here, right? I want to right click on the source. So here's an idea for you. I want to hit copy. I want to paste it. So now I have 2 of the same sources. But the top layer, I'm going to do this. Now this is going to look really funny. Like this is not going to be like the most perfect, but like I'm just saying, like as an idea, okay? So we just added a new one. And let's say I want to call the top one, I want to rename this Elgato Facecam 1. Okay, well I copied it, so I'm gonna have to redo this. All right, I'm gonna name this Elgato Facecam parentheses original. So that way I know that it's not being filtered with. Then I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna add a new source. It's gonna be the Elgato Facecam blur. I recommend doing this with your sources. That way you don't get like all confuzzled, because when you start adding a bunch of plugins in, it gets kind of confusing. Oh wait, I can't do that. That's right. I'm a dum-dum. Because like it would have to be, yeah, I just had a moment. You know what? Let's do this. Let me do this real quick. Because I just realized I would have to use source clone, which I actually don't have like downloaded because that's a plugin. So yeah, that's another plugin we should probably download, and I'll do that as well. Comment down below if you want to see it. So what I'll do instead, so I'm actually gonna reset. I'm gonna reset this one. So I'm gonna go over to transform. I'm gonna reset transform. So with the blur effect, like let's say I wanted to do it like for a scene, like a scene on top of another scene. So what I could do is I'm gonna show you this just so like it gives you an example. So let's say that like I wanted to add a box, like, you know those boxes you could add like with color source? Like if you go down here, we've talked about this before. I'm gonna make this cool. Color source, blur background. So like this is gonna be like a white source, whatever, right? So we're gonna go in here, we're gonna keep it white. That's fine. That's what I want it to be, okay? I want to scale it down real quick. So I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna like make it transparent. So like if you ever want to show chat on your screen, like this is probably a complicated way of doing it, but we're gonna do it this way because I think this would be cool if it works. So I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna actually click on filters. I'm gonna actually color key out the whites, but then like I'm gonna make it transparent. So like let's actually add the composite blur first. Okay. And this is gonna be Gaussian. All right. And now the background source that I want is, I want it to be the blur background. Okay. So like I could mask this up all the way. But then if I go over to color key, go over here, we're just gonna call it that. I'm gonna get rid of the white. And then right here, I can make it similar, whatever, but you'll notice that like with the box, if I do this right and the smoothness and everything, it gives it like a little bit, like you can still see the Gaussian right here, which I'll show you. So you see this little box right here, like you could use this for chat. I don't know. I think it'd be like kind of a cool thing you could implement with it. You know what I'm saying? Another thing you could probably do is like, if you wanted like rounded corners, there's a plugin for that, which we could do in another video if y'all want. And you could round the corners with it, which, you know, that's always really nice, but that's what the plugin does. There's a million things you could utilize with this. Like you could make a channel point, like with the you know, composite blur, like utilizing like, you know, your webcam, you know, and like that involves streamer bot, which you can actually activate and disable filters, which you could also do off your stream deck. It's very simple to do. So yeah, that's something, you know, just something to think about, like on when it comes to the things you can utilize this for, you know. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about today. Does anybody have any questions, concerns? Comment down below if like I'm going too fast, because there's a lot to cover on today's video. So I just want to make sure that, you know, I'm not leaving anybody behind, because I get excited about these things. You know, it doesn't seem like a lot, like what you can do with it, but like when you start like really messing around with it, it can really amplify the experience in a unique way, and you can use it for so many fun things. What's your question, Blue? Let me know. The Pepsi Man. So we dumb grunts. We don't know how to spell. We're grunts. Can you make a donut lair? What do you mean by donut lair? Are you talking about like that's just the circle? Are you saying like a donut, like transparent, blurred out? Yeah. If you find a donut online, just like make sure. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Remove the background, all that. Absolutely, 1000%. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about in today's stream. Now for the thing that I wanted to talk about on the last class, but I wasn't able to. That's gonna be the Elgato Marketplace. All right, DJ Blade, welcome on in. Thank you so much for stopping on in. So the Elgato Marketplace, I talked about it a little bit on my last class. However, I didn't really show anyone like how to download things, because they have like free sources and free graphics you could download. And like I said before, everything is in the description down below if you want to click on that link and you can follow with the video. So if we're looking over here, you got the overlays, alerts, badges, emotes, and counters, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click on overlays, and I'm going to click on free. All right. Now, there is surprisingly, and I say this because usually things that are free aren't the greatest, but surprisingly, there's actually some really cool overlays that you can use. The cool thing about these free items is that they also come with Twitch panels, and they like sound effects. And you know what's really crazy, Elgato, good for you, because they're DMCA free. They're copyright free sound effects and like music that you can like have. It's all yours, like free of charge. So nice one, Elgato. Appreciate it. So let's say for the holidays, right? Let's say like you want to do something for the holidays, but you know, you're trying to save up for Black Friday and Christmas shopping. So you don't have the money nor the time to like come up with something. Well, Elgato says, hey, we got something for you. It's really simple. It's a holiday camera slot. That's it. And they show you like what they have. This is it. It's literally like, you know, a little candy cane, like, you know, webcam frame or whatever. You can easily download that for the holidays. So all you got to do is go over here. You can click add to cart, and then we'll go through the download process and everything else. All right. Now, I will say every time you do add to cart and you are about to check out, you do have to log in to check out. So make sure that you are logged in with Elgato. You can sign in with your Twitch. You can sign in with your Gmail. I think you could also sign in with Facebook. I think that's a thing. I don't know who uses Facebook, but all right, that's fine. So I'm going through the process right now. Once you do all that, it'll show the download page. It'll say, hey, look, it was free. We did it. Oh my God. Yeah. You're a legend. So I'm going to download this. Okay. I'm going to show you how to like implement it as well. Good to see you, Alabaster. Thank you so much for stopping on in. So that's one overlay I wanted to download. All right. But like, let's look at these other free ones, right? So let's say that I want to celebrate the holidays, but I want something else, you know, like I want something a little bit, you know, more Christmassy other than just a webcam. So I have this like, oh my God, does that say ugly sweater stream pack? So yeah, I'm totally going to do this. This is going to be part of the video. Absolutely. Oh my God. This is... Let's see what they have. So, ugly sweater stream package. It comes with the alert boxes. That's nice. Which, by the way, like, let me go back real quick. You can actually use these sliders to change, I think the color and opacity. I don't know. I'm curious on how that works. So we have stream offline, stream over, and short break. Cosmos, welcome on in. Thank you for being here. We also get webcam overlay. And we get our username. You get a whole, like, about me. Look, about me. Donate. And, like, all these other things. That's pretty cool. All right, Elgato. Let's add this to cart. Let's download this. It's free. So once you sign in and everything, if it's free, all you gotta do is click the download button. Like right over here, you see that? You just click that button. It's pretty easy. So now that I've downloaded these assets, the first thing I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to make a folder to put them in. All right. So quite literally, you know, we're gonna have a bunch of folders here. Like, don't mind me. All right. Like, look, Jiraiya Sensei is amazing. Look at that smile. Smile. It's Thursday, right? We're learning. So I'm gonna make a new folder. We're gonna call this ugly sweater Christmas. I love that so much. So now I'm gonna go back to the website. Actually, no, I'm gonna go to my downloads real quick and I'm gonna move them over. So you grab these two right here. We're gonna cut them, which moves it completely. And then we're gonna hit paste. Then I'm gonna extract the first one just to see what happens, because sometimes, like, this is my first time doing this, but usually when you extract files from certain things, it can be kind of finicky. Like this one has, like, literally this one has a zip file within a zip file. Interesting. Okay, let's just keep going. There's probably a reason for it. Look, Elgato, I still love you, all right? So yeah, we got our Christmas webcam slot. It's a PNG file, right? Huzzah! It's Christmas time. It was literally Halloween just a couple days ago. So let's extract our other one. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna extract the ugly Christmas stream package. And we're gonna do this twice. They probably did this to save, like, space. That's pretty smart. So then we got that. All right, so our ugly Christmas thing, it's gonna show alerts, avatar banner, overlay with the webcam, your panels, your PSDs. If you're wondering what PSDs are, basically it's just like another file type. That's all it really is, you know. Like, that's, yeah, don't worry about it. And then your screens, right? So we got our break, offline, the stream's over, and the stream is starting. So we got, like, literally the basic package, right? So I'm gonna put all this into OBS. Now that we've, you know, done this and I've shown you how it works, now I'm gonna put it into OBS. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go back into OBS and we're gonna make a scene. So, like, this one over here, we're gonna call this, I'm gonna rename this actually, Cam Scene, which I recommend everyone doing. I'm gonna add another scene over here. We're gonna call this our starting soon. So generic. Okay. And then I'm gonna click the plus sign. I'm gonna click on image. We're gonna call this starting soon. And then we'll call it PNG because that's the kind of file it is. Click on browse. Go to my desktop. Go to the ugly sweater Christmas. I love how they named it that. I love that so much. Click on screens, and then you go over to starting. Huzzah, we did it. Thanks, Elgato. Now I can have the ugliest sweater, and I can tell everyone on Twitch or whatever stream platform you're on. So yeah, by the way, I am on Twitch. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. The link to that is in the description down below. It really means a lot if you slap that follow button and stop by the channel. We do have a lot of fun, and I do love, like, teaching OBS and hanging out with y'all, so much appreciated. So yeah, that's how you would install something for the new Elgato Marketplace, which, like I said, all the links are in the description. So that's one, right? And then like if we wanted to make like, I don't know, I guess we could. Do y'all actually want me to make like an actual starting to end? I guess I'll show you how to. Fine, we'll do it. We'll do it. That's what we're here for. Just chatting. We'll have a just chatting one. I'm actually gonna like have fun with this, and I'm gonna show y'all stuff. Nar, welcome on in. I am a nerd. So like, let's go to just chatting. We'll do the same thing. Go over to image. Ugly sweater talking screen. Or talking background .png. We're gonna click on browse, and then like this one we're gonna have to go back and we're going to get that good old webcam. So like they actually have a wow. So oh wow, it actually shows you like so that's 4:3 and that's 16:9. Usually people go with 16:9. If you want to crop things out, it's usually 4:3 resolution. But they also have an overlay for gaming. Interesting. We're gonna do 16:9 just for now. And then you click OK. Congratulations, we did it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something like kind of like interesting. I'm gonna put this in the center, right? And then I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna lock it. Then I'm gonna go ahead. We already have a scene called cam scene. I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna move the source below it, right? Then all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna like move this a little bit. Just gonna crop this down, you know, to get to where I want it to be. Huzzah! Look, it's Christmas time. And you know what else I'm gonna do because I'm smart? Sometimes what I'm gonna do is, I know they had words on it, but hear me out. We're gonna go down here, and just to stick with the theme of Christmas and our ugly sweater party, which by the way, I'm definitely gonna have an ugly sweater party on Twitch. So can you all come to my party? All right, we're gonna have like lots of fun. Bring your ugliest sweater. I might actually use this. Ugly sweater chatting main background. Never ever make me like that's way too long of a name. We're gonna go back to browse. We're gonna have fun with this. I'm gonna go to screens. I know it says like offline and everything. Short break. I want to see if I can do this. So I'm gonna click OK. Look at that. I'm a smart man. So all I did was I put this like, you know, thingy right here. You could also put like the bracket around this, you know. Obviously you could change your, does that say username? It says username. Interesting. Don't worry about that. It doesn't matter. You're gonna cover it up with your webcam anyways. Or you don't. It's up to you. I'm gonna cover it up. I'm guessing there's a way to, like, does anybody know if there's a way to actually, like, change the username when you download the image? That's probably with the PSD file, actually. I'm gonna look something up, chat. Hold on, we're gonna do this together. I wonder, because that's for the overlay webcam slot. I wonder if I go to the webcam slot. It's not gonna let me. I would have to, okay. That's something I'm gonna have to mess with. Because I guarantee you, it's like JavaScript or something. They probably can't. You know what? What am I doing, chat? Let's just go back to Elgato. Because I'm pretty sure Elgato's going to tell me how to do this. I'm probably being a numpty. Let's see what we got here. Package includes all the things. Plug setup guide for easy. There's a setup guide? Wait. There's a setup guide? Did y'all see the setup guide? I didn't see that. Where's the setup guide? Hold on. Show me where this is at. Presentation. Read me. Okay, fine. I'll read you, okay? Oh, dear Lord. Oh, visuals by impulse. I remember y'all. Okay. Don't have a design software. No worries. We can edit your design for no additional charge. Oh, so you can email them. So you have to email them to change the username for the overlays. Well, okay, that's kind of a downside if you don't have an editing software. All right, fair enough. I mean, I do have an editing software. I could totally like erase it. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, so I'm gonna teach y'all something. We're gonna go to Canva. I didn't put that in the link of the video, so I'm sorry. But like, we're gonna go over to Canva. I'm gonna teach you something. Create design, custom, 1920 by 1080. Thank you. Because that's 16 by 9. So what I'm gonna do here is like, I'm gonna get rid of that username thing. This is like extra content, not planned for. We're just gonna do it. So I'm gonna go over to my desktop. Okay. And this is you can do this for free, by the way. So I'm gonna go over here to the webcam slot. I'm pretty sure that's the one that had the username, or was it the other one? No? No, that's not it. That's not it, you goober. Ugly sweater. Okay, so it was on the other one. It was on the screen. Short break. So we're gonna look at this short break. I wanna see something real quick. So yeah, it's got username. So like, I wanna get rid of that. Without erasing the other things. I actually might not be able to, Yeah. I would have to like actually click on just that. Like even if I go to crop, I'm not sure if it would actually, yeah. I wouldn't be able to do it. Well, Elgato, like, that's unfortunate. I guess you need Photoshop, y'all. Well, that's one. Okay, you know what? Now you're 9 out of 10, Elgato. I was trying to, like, help you out. But whatever. The moral of the story is that we can layer things and you can do a whole thing with Elgato, right? So we got our starting soon. We got our just chatting. Just, like, cover it up with the webcam. Like, just, you could totally copy what I'm doing right now. Please do. Like, just do it. It's perfectly fine. And then, you know, you could add the other scenes or whatever, which I guess I'll do. I don't know. Do we have time for that? I guess so. So we'll go over here, be right back, or we'll call it short break. So we'll go down here to sources, do the exact same thing. Or, you want to click the image. We're going to say, bathroom, bathroom, and snacks. PNG. That's because that's what I want to name it. All right. So we're going to call this short break or whatever. And then there you go. So now we have our starting soon, our just chatting right here. Hello there. Welcome on in. I'm not wearing an ugly sweater. All right. I'm going to go take a bathroom break and then boom, which I actually like this transition. Because what it's doing is that since I have the short break background behind here, it fades. Look at that. So, like, it's like the webcam and the webcam overlay with the lights right here. Like, that's actually really cool. Look at that. Another idea for you. Just use the same background, but, like, you could, like, just take away. I'm going to do that for my stream. That's actually really cool. I like that a lot. So then we're going to add the ending stream. All right, so bye, everyone. That's what we're gonna call it. Then we're gonna go to image, do the exact same thing. Goodbye and farewell. .png. Always put the .png. All right, it's important. It tells you what file type it is. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna click browse. And then, streams offline or stream over. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Boom. It's done. So yeah, the stream's over. That's it. I'm just gonna walk away, right? Like, no? Okay, we're still going. But yeah, that's how you would do it. So, Elgato, good for you. The username thing, I don't know how I feel about that. Personally, I feel like that needs to be changed because I wonder if we could implement it in Stream Elements. It says it supports Stream Elements. You know what? We got time. I'll look, real quick. I just want to see I want to see if I can actually put this in there. And because of the PSD file and making it accessible with all these different platforms, I might be able to teach y'all the username. Like, who actually, you know what? Comment down below. Do you put your username on your streams and recordings? Do you do that? I don't personally, but like, sure, maybe someone's gonna do it. I hope someone does this because like, I'm just kind of doing it. Anyways, we're gonna go over to Stream Elements real quick, and we're gonna click this new overlay button, and we're gonna hope this works. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm gonna name this real quick, short break overlay. Awesome. Coolio. We did it. Now I'm gonna go to add. And the first thing I want to add is an image. And I'm gonna hope that because when I click upload, that it's actually going to utilize the PSD. We'll see. We'll see if this works. Elgato claims this is gonna work. I'm gonna hit upload. I want to submit it. That's like really freaking tiny. Scaled. No? Okay. Like, I'm gonna change this. Like, we need 1920 by like 1080. That's what I asked for. Thank you. So, if this is correct, which I don't think it is, because it's just one giant image. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to do some research on this because usually when you're adding something like this and you're wanting to, you know what? All right, Elgato, I'll go through this whole process. Let's see. The perfect holiday theme for your stream graphics. Designed for streamers on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, gaming, and sports, OBS, Streamlabs, and Stream Elements. I wonder if I gotta click on the PSD file. I wonder if that's it. I wanna try this. I don't think that's it, but like I'm just gonna like, you know what? Like let's just test it out. Maybe we'll learn together. All right? Nope, it's not PSD file. I'm a dum-dum. That's interesting. That's very interesting, Elgato. Telling me I can just add the image. Usually it automatically does it. That's linked in there, and then you're able to customize things. That's very interesting. That's something. That's something. Because usually you would be able to hit on image, and then like it'll connect it with the file it's in, and then it'll be like, hey, here you go. It works. It's amazing. But for this, for some reason, it doesn't. But it says it supports it. They did say they was gonna have some glitches with this. If I'm wrong, comment down below if I'm just butchering this. But anyways, yeah, let's get back into OBS, all right? So that's how you would download something from that. The username thing, I wish I could tell you how to fix that. That's like kind of unfortunate that I can't change that. I don't know, that's weird. Unload image when not showing. Apply alpha in linear space. Yeah, I don't know. That's something I'm gonna have to look into. Surely they have an option to edit it somewhere. I mean, the thing is, in Stream Elements, when you're wanting to like let's say, let me go back. So, let's say I have an overlay, right? Like I'm just gonna look at the overlay gallery. The way they do it, right? Like let's do the Christmas one. So what they'll do is they'll give you like all of these different like scenes with different layers, right? And when you click on the layers, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna regret this because I really don't want this in my overlays, but we're just gonna do this. Huzzah! Is this animated? Because I don't want animated. God, I didn't think about it. We want static. Can y'all tell me, like, where's the static at? I just want something static. I don't need it to be super animated or anything crazy. Static? Okay, sweet. So we'll click on the purple. Sure, I want this. Yes, this overlay is amazing. And the file itself, where you can edit it, usually they would, and that's what I'm getting at. It says readme for this, okay? So like I'm reading this and it says locate your design files in your folder you downloaded. .psd or AI. Follow folder prompts within design. Edit and delete. And then it says no worries. If you don't have a design software, no additional charge, you can reach out to them. I wonder if I could. Okay, I'm gonna change scenes, all right? I'm gonna figure this out because, like, if I go to this, I click on screens PSD, I'm gonna click OK. Like, do I need what? Oh, always use this app to open PSD. Notepad. And it's gonna show me the code for it, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's gonna show me the code. So it usually shows layer name, layer text. So this is what I'm looking at. So usually with these codes, right here, it's gonna say like username, you know, like resource, and like it's gonna show you like what it's for. And what you have to do usually is you change the coding from username to like, I don't know, whatever your handle is. So this one's for stream offline, stream starting. This one's for short break. So theoretically, if I change this is the resource, and this says username, right? If I change the layer text right here, and I save this over it, so if I put Mad Viking King, in theory, this should work. I say in theory because, like, it's one of those finicky things, like, they shouldn't make you have to do because not a lot of people know how to do this. Because, like, the other thing about this is that when it shows your layer name and everything over here, so it says stream over, which shows your photo and, you know, layer name and everything else. The layer name is just like what we don't need to worry about that. We need to worry about the text. That's what I want to change, right? So I'm wondering, with this being in mind, because like that's how coding works, it goes like from top to bottom in order. So you would have to like literally go in here and like I could just like totally do this. Just like copy and paste all of these. I could save it over. I just don't see how like this I don't see this being the right way to do it. If it'll let me do it. Hey, let me do the coding thing. If this works, like, it probably won't. But if this works, can you like the video? It's like, that would really mean a lot. Or spam hearts in chat in the live feed, because this might actually work. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna save this. Save as. I'm gonna go over to the, let's see. I wanna go to desktop. I'm gonna go back to the ugly sweater thing. Go to PSDs. Short break. Okay. So now it's got this. Oh, it wants me to use Notepad. I was using Notepad. What do you mean? I guess it won't let me like save over it. I guess I have to like, okay, well, it's gonna make me do it again. That's frustrating. All right, I'll just do it again. That's fine. So I'm gonna go over here because I have to do this. Look at all this coding. This is literally how things open up. Like, it's insane, man. All right, I guess I'll do this again. Why not? We'll do it for the video. I'll put Mad Viking King. I'm gonna have to like take out the image again. And then in theory, like wherever it says username, now it's gonna say this. If you have a different username, that's unfortunate on other platforms, but this should work. So I'm gonna hit file, save as. I'm gonna go, why isn't it showing the screens? Okay. Yes. So I replaced it. So that means when I go here and I scroll down, it should say Mad Viking King. So in theory, in theory, if I delete this, if I go to short break and I delete this image, I go ahead and re-add it. Testing. I hit browse. And then I'm going to click on the short break. Well, worth a shot. That's very interesting. That's a very interesting thing. I don't know. Until I know how to fix this, hold Alt and then just drag that. You could drag it down. It's going to look awful. Don't actually do that. I don't know. I'm going to reach out to Elgato to see, like, you know, there's probably like an easier way to do this, but that's what it is about, you know, when it comes to downloading their overlays and everything. It's super easy to do. When it comes to their usernames, I guess, like, you know, I thought I knew how to do it because I tested it before this class and now it's not doing it. So I don't know. Maybe they're still having glitches. So I'll figure it out for y'all in the next class. I promise. But does anybody have any questions, concerns, or anything else that I've gone over in the live stream? Or if you have any comments down below, it'd really mean a lot. The more people we get on the channel, it really does help out. So I would really appreciate it. I thought that was gonna work. I'll figure it out though. Can the Grinch steal your overlays? Yes. Yes, he can. You want me to show you the Grinch? You want me to show you? I'll show you real quick. So, the other cool thing is, like, if you don't have time for emotes, you could buy them right here for, like, the holiday seasons. And since Blue in our live stream was talking about the Grinch, yeah, you could actually have the Grinch steal your overlays and your stream. He's gonna take over the entire platform. But yeah, no, it's really cool. Missed a bunch due to net issues, so I'll have to go back and watch stuff again because I'm trying to learn how to do overlay on my OBS. But I'm looking on Canva. I could take, yeah, no, we could definitely look at that. So with Canva, if you're wanting to do that as an overlay, sure. I guess we can make our own overlay. Let's do that. So I have Canva Pro. So for this real quick, we're going to do like the free things you could do. So I'm going to go over here and create design. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this custom size. I want 1920 by 1080, or if whatever your OBS canvas is set to. Okay. Yeah, we can go free. No, that's fine. So it's gonna show like all this stuff, right? What the first thing I would do is like, what type of overlay are you trying to make, right? Because if you go to Canva and you go over here to, like, you know, search templates, if I just type in like Twitch backgrounds, you're gonna get this. All right. So it shows like the pro version with the little crown. I won't use those, which is going to be the majority, right? So, I mean, it depends on what style you want, what aesthetic you want. Do you want it to be a static or do you want it to be animated? Basically, static means it doesn't move, and then animated, it moves. Pretty simple to the point on that one. If your PC is not the greatest, it doesn't have the most top of the line and everything like RAM and GPU and motherboard and all these fancy tech words, I would probably go static. You save a lot of resources with that. Animated, people go that style because it looks nice, it looks smooth, but you know, there's only so much a PC can handle, especially when you're streaming on one PC. I would know because I do. So yeah, no idea which one would be better for me. Something sci-fi and static. If I wanted to do something sci-fi, let's make something science. I'll do animated and I'll do static. Let's do static. So I'm gonna go up here. These are just templates. I want to click on elements, right? Let's type in sci-fi. Let's just type in sci-fi and space. So if I click on photos, right? you're gonna see all the crowns. But if you go up here to the 3 little lines, you can actually click on free, right? And it'll only show free, and we want static. We don't want animated. And square, vertical, or horizontal. We'll keep all those. And then there's cutouts only. So now that I have this filter on, it'll show everything that's free, right? That's sci-fi related in some way, shape, or form, which could be like EDM. It could be like, you know, all sorts of different things. So in theory, if I wanted to make like a starting soon, but I wanted it to like stick out a little bit, what I would do, right, is I would probably like choose something that's like not too much, but not too little. I like this. I don't know. I think this is cool, right? I love space stuff. So I'm going to set this image as background. Okay. Then when I'm done with that, I'm going to make this fancy for you. I'm going to make this a little bit fancy. So let's say I'm streaming on Twitch and I want like my Twitter logo and like I want to tell people about it. If I actually type in like Twitter logo, did that just say X Twitter? It's just Twitter. Don't listen to Canva. Canva's a liar. So you're gonna click on Twitter logo. And then like these are free. Again, we have our filters on. They don't go away, right? So we're gonna click on Twitter, all right? So let's make this fancy. I'm gonna make this something that I would use, right? Where do I want to put this? I'll put this down here. We're gonna scale this down. So we have our little Twitter thing. Then we want like Instagram, right? Like let's say you love like, you know, going outside and things like that. Okay, let's get our Instagram. We want circle, probably. We should probably go square. Yeah, let me actually change this up real quick. Let's get rid of the birdie. Mr. Birdie's got to go fly away. He's got to go back to his parents. We're going to stick with the rounded corners because, like, that actually, you know, will match what I'm going for here. So when you're, like, doing this and scaling it down, you'll notice when I scale it down, there's, like, a little dotted line. That means that these are the exact same width and height that I want them to be. The other cool thing about Canva is like when I'm spacing them out, right? So let's say like, you know, that's all we have is Twitter and Instagram. So let's say you have different names on them. Let's add a text, right? So I'm going to keep the text the same. So you click on add a text box. We're going to go over here to the drop down. Okay. And, you can like copy mine, like whatever, like it doesn't really bother me. Like this is what I use. So yeah, League Spartan's like really cool. But since we're going for like a sci-fi kind of feeling, I want to make this a little bit more cinematic. And I want like the words kind of like spaced out. Which by the way, there are again like crowns next to these. That means it's pro. And if you're using the free version, that means you can't use them. So I'm going to dedicate using something free, Horizon. So I think Horizon, right? It's gonna go with this. Watch. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna make this starting soon. So the first thing someone's gonna tell me in the comments is probably MVK. That looks like garbage. It's so like, come on, like we gotta do something better with that. Well, you know what? Calm your horses, Timmy. I'm gonna do it. Okay. So like, I'm gonna go over here. Okay. We're gonna like make this look fancy. All right. So I'm gonna like drag the words. I don't want it to be like too massive, whatever. So like, I want like the sun to be like right behind here because I think that would look cool. Chris, welcome on in. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna go over here and like, that just looks like terrible. I don't like it. So I'm gonna Control A. I'm gonna highlight all this. I'm gonna click effects. Now I'm telling you, this is all free. The effects over here are all free, okay? I'm gonna start. I think a shadow would be cool on Earth. How cool would that? Let's see how that looks. Oh, that looks good. Oh, I actually like this. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this. So that's black, transparency. I don't want it to be too much, but I want it to stick out. Let's like leave it at like about 40. Let's go 50. Why not? We can add a blur effect if we wanted to, but it's not going to show because of this particular image. I'm going to add a little bit. The direction it's going, I kind of want to... You can have it facing the same way the sun is. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, like right there on the left side. And then we can offset it a little bit. There we go. Not too much. And voila. So we have this, but it's still black. It's not really like showing anything. And I don't like that. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to make it fancy. So what's cool about Canva is it'll actually, with your text, it'll match the color's background. So what Canva does, it like picks up the background and like whatever colors you want to put in there, you could like color code it and match with the like theme you're trying to present, you know, to your audience, whatever you're using this for, which I think is amazing. So we're going to go over here and I'm going to click on, I don't know, like how does that look? Okay, that's still not what I'm wanting. I don't know. I'm just going to click on a bunch of random colors and until one fits, I'm not going to be satisfied. Let's try this. All right, we're slowly getting there. We're slowly getting there. So now that I've chosen a color and I've chosen like, you know, my effect, right? So we have shadow. Now, granted, shadow is a really neat thing. I could change the shadow of the color to really make this pop. Because the sun's yellow, like, I want to see if I could do this to make it look really, like, mint. I want to find a color that can, like, sort of match with what I'm trying to do. Might have to be black. Black and gold. That doesn't look bad. I'm still not satisfied with this. Maybe shadow's not it. Let's try doing neon. Let's max this out. All right. See, now we're looking good. That looks nice. We want that. That looks good. That looks really nice. I like that a lot. So what we could do, we can put this right here. And the other thing I'm probably going to do is position. I don't know if I want to add layers to it or not. I don't know if I want to change. No, we'll leave it like that for now. So if I want to copy this text, I'm just going to hit copy. And like, I want to hit paste. But instead, we're going to put master at. Wait, no, we're going to put, yeah, at Master Chief. So Master Chief, because it's sci-fi, is going to be my Twitter handle, okay? And you want to make sure that it's big enough to like where people can see it, because like, you know, people watch streams on their phones, so you don't want it too small, but you don't want it taking up too much room. So I'm actually going to like change the sizing just a little bit on this. Just a little bit. I'm going to like center the name like right here. Might expand it just a little bit. Just a hair. Then I'm going to copy this. Watch this. I can actually match this, right? So this is the bottom of that logo. Okay. And you'll see this line down here. We're going to increase it to like right here. Okay. So now both lines are matched. Then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on right click. I'm going to hit copy. Okay. And then I'm going to hit paste. So now I have Master Chief. If I drag him over here and you see that line, it'll actually match the spacing. Because like I am very OCD about how I do my projects. So like, I don't know, like here's a starting soon. Yeah, you can hit duplicate too. I don't know, copy pasta, you can hit duplicate. There's a bunch of ways you could do it. But like, yeah, is this something that you're talking about? Like if you want, I don't know, what do y'all think? Do you think this is cool? Do you think this is like, you're learning something? I've really, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of things you could do, man. I have a question. Is the Earth on the starting soon slide the Earth of Fallout? Maybe. I have no idea. Canva's the bomb it is. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to figure out how to do. So yeah, what's another platform, chat? YouTube. All right, so let's go over here to elements. It's still got your filter on, which is pretty sweet. Let's type in YouTube. We're gonna hit the square thing because like I want to match, you know, like the other ones. So I'm gonna go over here and like I'm gonna scale this down. Boop. I want to make sure the spacing's the same. So you see how it says 153 right there? That means, right? That means that they're aligned at 153. That means they're exactly the same. In theory, which I don't believe this is like going to be true, and I don't think it's going to fit, which means I'm going to have to like move some things around. If I click on this, you can right click or like, you know, like Eris was saying, you could hit duplicate. Which that button, if you're duplicating a lot of things, helps. So I'm not going to have enough space, so all I'm going to do is just like move this over a little bit. Like probably like, I don't know, like right here. I tried to make it as center as possible, which, you know, this is like a time consumption thing. 77. I mean, sure, like whatever. We'll go with that. We want to bring this. We want this to be the exact same as the first one, which it is right there. If I move it over, there we go. So now that I did that, I'm gonna move this over. And then this lovely instrument of sizing and scaling is gonna be like, hey, like this is the spacing you need. It's 80 by 80. Then I'm gonna drag this over and that's 15 by 15. They're all 15 by 15. So now this is your finished product. Master Chief, huzzah! Also, like, I love Halo. That's why I thought it was cool to put Master Chief in. So like, this would be a static, which like, you know, obviously means it doesn't move. You could add some other elements to it, even though it's a static image. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's also depending on where you want to put the starting soon at. Like, you could center this up. You know, you could like put this like up here. Like, I think it'd be cool if someone did like a Star Wars design. You know, Star Wars has like the you know, it says Star Wars on it and like the text falling down. Like I could do that in OBS. I'm thinking about like making that a thing because I love Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So like with this, if you wanted to, instead of using the neon effect, you could go to outline and like, you know how it says like this, like we could add yellow and like now it's Star Wars, right? Like I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm a nerd. And if we want to, we can actually like scale this in to like starting soon. I'm not going to hum it because I don't want to get copyrighted, but yeah. Disney, don't get mad at me. But yeah, you could like center that up. You know, like starting soon. I love Star Wars. I wonder if they actually have Star Wars graphics. Hold on. Do they? I hope I don't get in trouble for this. Let's say they have a lightsaber. I think it'd be cool if like, here, they don't have lightsabers? What? How do they not have lightsabers? Probably because of copyright. That's unfortunate. I was gonna add like a lightsaber like in the words or something. Because I think that'd be cool. What if I typed in sci-fi graphics? Dorlin, welcome on in. How we feeling? How we doing? I wonder if I could like, because you don't want it to be too much. For my opinion, like if you add too much to a scene, like doesn't matter what it is, like it looks like crap. Oh my god, what if this would be cool. Wait, what if I did this? Hold on. What if we had like a comet like passing by and like I go to edit image? So what I could do is like I could lower the brightness a little bit. Give it some contrast. You change the saturation of it. Like you can make it like wider. You can make it like really stick out. Usually I would say that's too much, but I kind of like that. I don't know. You do whatever, man. Hooray! And like, if we wanted to, like, we could like duplicate this, and like, you could like do this. Like, you could match it. So like, I want it to match the other side of this image, whatever. And then I want the spacing to be the same. So I want to do this to make sure like it's the same. Where's my box? There it is. So now I know that these are the exact same. I want to go here, and then I'm going to click on flip, and I want to flip it horizontal. So that way, This is what it looks like now. So like these are the different things that you can do in Canva. This is like a static image, but I don't know. Give it a scale 1 to 10 in the comment section down below. I think this is pretty cool. It's unique. It's now your thing, right? You got Star Wars, there's comets, rocks, you know, you could have an asteroid going hurtling towards the planet. Like, let's say your theme is all about like post-apocalyptic games, Fallout, and everything else. There's a lot of things you could implement into this to make it like your own design, your own theme. I'm still calling you when you get done with stream. I'm gonna be picking your brain, bro. Okay. Those colored in stripes are freaking Starfield. It's not Starfield. Starfield's a great game, okay? Just got on lunch, so I'm taking some time to get laundry folded. Nice! Get some chores in. It's better than I can do. I give it an 8. A 69, I'll take a 69. So, are y'all ready for the bonus content? Y'all want to hear my bonus content that I have for y'all? So, we've gone over Composite Blur plugin. We've gone over Elgato Marketplace, and I answered someone's question in chat, as we do when we're doing these live streams. So, like, yeah. This is the special content. Now, granted, our class goes from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. every other Thursday, right? So usually I would save this till the end, but I'm going to do it right now because it's not a lot, but it might be. So in the link down below, I added a special thing where it's free video assets. Now, this is not only something you could use if you edit and record videos, but how cool would it be if we could use LUTs? Now, for those of you that don't know what a LUT is, I'm actually going to show you real quick with my camera. So, real quick, I'm going to go to my filters. I'm going to show everyone what a LUT looks like. Basically, it's like a mask that will go over. So I'm going to take away the LUT. So you barely notice the difference, right? But there's a difference. My face is a little bit more defined. This is another type of LUT. It's a little bit, you know, more colored. There's this one, and there's this one, and then there's this one, right? I like using this one because it's like, you know, in the middle, but you don't really notice it, but it does like make your webcam a little bit better. So let's say that you can't buy a DSLR, you can't buy Elgato Facecam, and you're wanting something, right, to make it better. Now, this is not guaranteed. You still need good lighting. You still need to like go in, mess with your settings, but the LUT does help after you've established all of that. So the website is premiumbeat.com, and we can go over to the free download section. If you go over to the free download section over here, like they literally have all of these, and I've used a lot of them. Like they have like free epic sound effects for film and video trailers. They got Final Cut Pro plugins. You know, they have ambient background noise. So like maybe your channel is about being outside in nature and you're wanting to like sort of give that ambient vibe, and they're 100%, look at this, 100% free. And it's like copyright free as well. Fetch the Sketch, welcome on in. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for stopping on by. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to. That's on me. That's on me. I apologize. You can give Matt a softer facial look. He becomes more delicate, sensitive, and caring. I will. I definitely will after the OBS class, my friend. So, in here, right, we're going to look at some of these. So, right here is color grading. So, these are like, you're trying to give a very cinematic look. Now, with this being in mind, usually this is good for like outside shots, right? But technically, you could also use it for your webcam as well, all right? I mean, like, you could use this for a bunch of different things. They have, like, a lot of pages. A lot, right? I mean, they just keep going on and on and on. And guess what? It is 100% free. It's in the description down below. It's called premiumbeats.com. Every website I go to in today's live stream will be in the description. So you could also get, like, animated shapes. Like, there's so many different things you could do with this, man. Like, I'm really big on editing and like adding like, you know, the best effects to make it like really crispy clean. But today we're gonna download 29 free LUTs for a video, right? This is to make the footage a little bit better, but this footage is going to be live stream because I could use it for live stream because I said so. It's a thing. So I'm gonna click on this, right? So after I click on it, it's gonna explain to me, you know, like what it exactly is going to do. And it's going to show a video about like how to utilize the LUTs and everything else, right? You know, like it's, and what's really cool about this is that it's basically a free tutorial. It's telling you exactly what like you're downloading, what it can look like, you know, and everything in between. So the one thing I want to download, right, is all of them. Quite literally, there's 13 free style LUTs, you know. I'm just going to download it. Or not, because, you know, this website's being a dingus. It worked. It works. Don't worry about it, you gooblers. Goodness gracious, day in the morning. I hit the wrong download button. Calm down, all right? Oh, it's up here. That's why. I messed that one up. That's on me, chat. That's on me. I apologize. Let's see. I want to download this one. Oh, that's why. It's because I'm using Opera. That's why. I have to download it through... Okay, that makes sense. I have certain settings on my web browser because there's been a lot of... let's just say there's been a lot of instances of, you know, things happening. So, yeah, the button you're going to press is like this one over here. You're going to go download free LUTs, all right? Then it's going to like open up this browser or whatever. It's going to show you this nice little video. It's going to be like, oh, look, these are the different types of LUTs you can have, right? So I'm going to hit get LUT pack, whatever. And then you can like sign up and download whatever, you know, you can agree to the sign up. Now, when it comes to the website, there are some of them that will like straight up be like, yes, you do have to sign in, but it is free ultimately. So definitely do your browsing. Like, it's definitely worth it. Here, I'll show you the one I got. So if I just type in LUT or whatever, it's going to show me like obviously the 29 free one, like how to download it and everything in between. But I'm wanting a specific one because when it comes to live streaming, we're not outside. We have beaming lights on us and it makes us sweat. And that's why we drink so much gosh darn water. And that's the truth, actually. So, if you go in here, like, we're just going to find a random one real quick. Let's see. Sure, filmmaking. We could use it for that, using at the beginning. Let's see this one. Download the project file. Before and after. See, like, that's what a LUT does. Like, different exposure. You have to do the color correction and everything in it. Let's just get this one. Or not. Well, look, I'm going to... This is not the best example. Moral of the story, just go through them all. I'm telling you, it's legit. The only reason I can tell you it's legit is because literally, when I downloaded it, I think it was... What? I think it was... Film grading. Was it this one? I think it was this one. No, that's for Luminar. We don't want that. Cinematic LUTs. Sure, maybe. Is this the one we want? Download the LUTs. There you go. Beautiful. All right. So we got our little zip file over here. Okay. I use WinRare. That's why it shows up like that. So now all we got to do, okay, is we're going to go over to our little desktop. Okay, got it. What is this? Get out of here. I'm doing a tutorial. What the hell? Microsoft. This is why we can't have nice things, chat. We don't want this. Do not want this. Thank you. So I want to make a folder. I want to call this LUTs. Cinematic. Now, the way we're going to apply these LUTs, like once I go to my downloads, I'm going to copy this over. Okay. We're going to hit cut, just like we did with our OBS plugins. Then we're going to hit paste. You're going to extract your files over here. Okay. Once you do that, it's It's going to say Shutterstock free LUTs. All right. Then it's going to show all these different types of LUTs we can add. Haruka, welcome on in. Thank you so much for being here. So now that we have all these different style LUTs, okay, all we have to do now, right, is go back into OBS, and I'm going to click on my camera. You're going to go over to your source, wherever your camera source is. You're going to hit filters, and you're going to hit the plus sign, hit apply LUT. Okay, we're going to call this LUT 1. Okay. Then we're going to hit browse. So then all I got to do is go to my desktop, hit LUT Cinematic, and then we're going to go through each and every single one of these. Now, obviously, they do have a description with them, you know, soft and black and white. Obviously, that's going to be a black and white kind of feeling you're trying to give. Chris Autumn to, like, sort of give a little bit, like, more. Again, it depends on your lighting. With me, I'm going to attempt to do Chris Autumn. So this is what it's going to look like. Now, obviously, this is not what you want to look like because it's just like I'm an orange man. But the whole point of LUTs is that if you drag the fader and the slider just a little bit, look at the difference. So I'm going to turn it off. Okay. So this is without LUT, or this is with LUT. This is without LUT. With LUT, without LUT. It clears it up just a little bit, right? And like, you know, you don't want to add too much ever on anything. You want to just give it a little bit. You know, if you just need, like, this is not a correction for everything when it comes to your webcam. If it's got, like, you know, exposure and everything else, like, I can go into that. If you want, like, let me know. I could teach y'all, like, color correction. So, like, I'm going to make the amount, like, go just, like, a little bit up. But, like, what it was talking about with color correction, we can actually go over here, hit that. Color correction for LUTs. Okay. So what we could do is that, like, you see the full image right here. I can go over here to the gamma. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. Not too much. Might give it a little bit. I don't know. You can give it gamma, but, like, I try not to mess with gamma a little bit too much. I just want a little bit down. Just a little bit. That's way too much. Never mind. We're not going to mess with gamma. We're going to do contrast. The contrast kind of defines it a little bit. Saturation is obviously, you know, it's going to change, like, my entire color. Look at me! I had the spicy sausages! Ah! Oh, spicy meatball! You could, like, do something like that if you want. I don't suggest it, because you might burn your viewers' eyes. But, like, right now, this is at 0. We could add just a little bit. We can change, like, the hue shift a little bit, you know, if I want to go crazy with this, which I'm not going to at all. So we're just going to change this back to 0. But, like, that's the thing when it comes to LUTs. Like, you want to find, like, the one that goes for you. So, like, Magic Hour, I don't even know, like, what this one's going to look like. I'm just going to, like, make them go all the way up just to see the difference because it's the lighting that I have. And you just want to find the one that makes it more, like, crispy, but, like, natural looking. Like, obviously, soft black and white. Like, if I go all the way, it's going to be black and white. You could use this for, like, horror. I actually really like this. This is actually really good. This is, like, really intense, actually. In the coming of days, in the coming of night, there was one man, one opportunity, one moment before the clock hit midnight. Will he disappear or will he not? Find out today. I don't know. You could do something like that, man. Like, I'm just, like, making things up at this point. But yeah, like, you know, or you could just add, like, a little bit. If you just need, like, if you want to make the room, like, a little bit darker, because, like, let's say, like, you don't have, like, a ring light or a Elgato key light, like, you know, and you want to make the room a little bit darker because you're using an overhead light, I'd recommend using something like this because it's going to make it, like, it's going to dim it down a little bit, you know? And the other cool thing about LUTs is, like, you could add more than one. You could add, like, multiple LUTs on top of each other, and it makes the picture look a little bit more crispy. Exeldro, good day. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing amazing. Appreciate it. Was this what you were using the other day when we were chatting, when you were editing? Yes and no. I was using CapCut when that's what I used to edit with. It's free to use, but I use the paid version because I do a lot of editing because I do this full time. This is all I do. That and I play a lot of video games. But yeah, these are the different types of LUTs you can use. I don't know, mess around with it. Like I said, you know, it's not going to be the one and done kind of thing. The other thing we went over, like I said, was the new composite blur, where you could, like, you know, move it around. Like, let's say, like, the gaming scene, I don't move my face. So, like, I could literally just, like, move this up just a tad bit. Or I could just use my mouth. Hello there! How you doing? It's good to see ya! I don't know. I like the pixelate. The pixelate's pretty cool, right? It's pretty cool stuff. But yeah, that's really all I got for today's class. So if you made it at the end of the video, I hope you enjoyed that special bonus I added in on today's class. We've gone over the new composite blur plugin, the Elgato Marketplace, the overlays, the bit badges, and everything else. I installed it. Y'all saw it right here. We got the starting soon, the just chatting, how it kind of like shows up, the short break, and, you know, the stream is over. So with that being said, that's really all I have. So thank you again for stopping on in. Pound that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that notification bell. As for the rest of this stream, I'm going to be doing Q&A and talking to chat. And like I said, if you did subscribe during the stream, I know I don't have the alert set up for my YouTube. I still am working to do that, but please bear with me because time is of the essence, but I can definitely make time for that. So we're going to be doing this every other Thursday starting today, so not next Thursday. So mark it on your calendars. I will be premiering it on the YouTube channel. If you click on the live button, it'll actually say that, you know, notify me, and you can click on notify me on the next live stream. Till then, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching this far. If you have, I really do appreciate you, and I'll see you back in the tavern. And with that being said, chat, it's now just me and you. We're going to chat it up. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, we're just going to talk it out for the next, you know, couple of minutes or so before we wrap things up. You're awesome, bro. I love what you do here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Seriously. I dedicate a lot of time to prepping the lessons and everything. Thank you so much for the lessons. No worries. Have a good rest of your day. See you tonight. I'll see you tonight, Aries. Love your face. And Exeldro, welcome on in. How are we feeling? How we doing? Welcome into the channel. Forgot about chat time? Yeah. Wish I knew about LUT a week ago. I mean, like I said, it's not like the one and done solution. Obviously, you have to mess around with your camera, right? Like with lighting, you know, if I take out my Elgato key light, this is what I'm going to look like, you know? I give that like ambience, but then I have my ring light to the side to like fill in. I learned a lot. I may or may not have taken some classes on photography and filming. I'm still learning. Like, even though I took the classes and everything, like, I'm still... There's a lot of information to do with it. Needless to say. Don't forget, I am calling you when you wrap here up. Oh, be ready for the call. I'm ready, man. I'll be ready. Haruka, thank you again for stopping in. Would have saved me painting my face red? No, that was great. I'm glad you painted your face red. Be authentic like that. I appreciate it. Seriously. Fetch the Sketch, Dorlin. Oh, MVK, I was going to ask about how you set up your redeems. The one with Carl kicking down the door and Attack on Titan one. I have one that I would like to get set up. Dorlin, are you still in stream? I'm so sorry I missed that. I feel really bad. I was on a tangent. If you're still here, let me know. I don't want to call you out, even though I'm kind of doing that right now. But I can like, I can show you, and you can like go back in the end of the VOD. So literally, still here? Okay. So I'll do it real quick. Let's do real quick style, like OBS, streamer bot. So it doesn't have to be streamer bot. But I'm gonna show you through streamer bot. Because I don't have Touch Portal, I don't have Mix It Up or any of those other. You just need a program that can connect to OBS and that can connect to Twitch, right? That's all you need. And once you have that program, whatever you have, then that's when we can set up actions in order to do and perform certain things at a press of a button. So if you're wondering, with channel points and StreamerBot, this is going to be weird how I'm going to show you, because we're going to get that good old matrix effect, because StreamerBot's connected to one OBS and I can't connect it to the tutorial one. Otherwise, I'd have to download another StreamerBot. It'd be really complicated. As a memer, I must compliment the meme potential of your TikTok. Go for it. Meme it, please. Make me the biggest meme on the internet. Even though it's like, that's a very tall order. So, let's go ahead. So this is StreamerBot. So, you're wondering how I did it, right? So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over the actions, right? And I'm going to drop these. I have a lot of stuff here, okay? Don't mind it. I have a lot of things. So, I'll teach you, all right? Now, prepare yourself for the Matrix, chat. Ah! Because this is the only way I know how to show it. So, basically, actually, there's a better way I can show it. But so like you see where it says Attack on Titan down here? So, all you gotta do is make a scene and put the video inside of it. If it's like the same setup. And then, after you do that, I'm gonna do this like in tutorial, and then like I'll show you what happens when it's used. That'd be so much easier. Why didn't anyone tell me to do that in the first place? I should have did that. So let's get rid of all this. Like, I don't want any of this. Bye-bye. We don't need any of this. Go away. I just want my camera. So let's make a new scene real quick. I'm gonna show y'all how I make the Attack on Titan. Attack on Vikings. All right. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna hit media source. Reiner sees MVK, and it's an MP4 file. All right. So I'm gonna hit browse. I'm gonna go to my videos, and then I have a thing for OBS videos. Okay, this is like all my OBS videos. All right. I don't know where the Reiner one's at actually. Where's that at? Chat, where did you put my videos? Have you been messing with my files again? What did I tell you about doing that? Gosh. So like, it's probably gonna be the green screen one. Or it's gonna be over here. I have a bunch of different ones. I really gotta organize it, okay? Don't judge me. So, it's probably gonna be under Twitch, maybe? No? You know what? How about this? Channel points. There you go. So, Attack on Titan. Okay, this is my edited version. So, I don't want this to loop, and we're going to hit OK. So, like, obviously, I'm gonna mute this. Because, like, you know, I'm on YouTube and stuff. So here's the video, okay? But now it has a green screen, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right-click on the video. I'm gonna click on filters. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna hit effects. We're gonna go to chroma key, okay? I'm gonna hit OK. Now it's a green one. This is like standard default. So we're gonna watch the video again. I'm gonna hit the little eyeball. So we're gonna watch the video, okay? I'm gonna skip through it because I want to get to the point where he opens up the door. So then, now you're gonna see a black screen. All right. So if I wanted to like tidy up the edges over here where you can like see the little green whatever, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my camera. So I'm gonna add my scene, my cam scene. Click OK. Then I'm gonna put this on top. So you want the video on top, and then it's Reiner, right? So like if I play back the video and my camera's here, Reiner's gonna like come down the staircase, and then all of a sudden it's gonna be like, it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna eat you, ooh woo. And then yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. So like, now your question's probably like, well, Viking, your camera's still on. Like, how did you do it? Chevy, welcome on in. So what we're gonna have to tell StreamerBot is to turn on the video first, or my camera and the video, right? But the other thing we can do also, if we don't want to go too fancy, is we could actually, because it says close file when inactive, restart playback, show nothing when playback ends. Instead of that, I'm actually going to uncheck mark that. So when he shuts the door, what this is gonna then do is it's gonna keep his hand on like the bar that's going down, so that way I don't have to do anything, right? So now all I have to do, right, is tell StreamerBot to switch over to this scene. Then with my Stream Deck, I can then press a button and it'll go back to another scene, right? So let me show you how I do that. So if I go over to StreamerBot, right, you're gonna see actions, and like the new updated StreamerBot has like these things, you know, that are called triggers, and then you have your sub actions. To make this very not complicated, I'm gonna like break it down as much as I can. So you're gonna like right click over here and click add. We're gonna call this testing attack on Viking. The other thing you can do is you can name this in a group. So like I could be like OBS tutorial. So like you see these little like other groups over here. That's how you like make a drop down for them, and it makes it really, really organized. Then you have random action, which, you know, you could do, but like don't worry about any of this right now, okay? So now we have a new group. It's called OBS tutorial testing attack on Viking, right? So I'm gonna go over here to sub actions, okay? We're gonna hit right click it, go to OBS, okay? And the first thing we want to do is we want to set the scene, right? Now you'll see down here it says scenes. It'll say set scene filter and everything else. What you want to hit on is set active scene. So I'm gonna click that, and then it's gonna be connected to my OBS. All right. I want to click the drop down, and where we made attack on Vikings, which is going to be, look, I have a lot of scenes. So you click on it. Then to make sure that it switches over to the scene, you can hit test. Okay, congratulations, it worked, huzzah. So now that we've done that, I can click OK. So anytime that, like, you know, we want the channel point to be a thing, right? So now I have to go over to triggers. So if I right click on triggers, because we are utilizing Twitch and we want this to be a channel point redemption, I have to tell StreamerBot, okay, we're gonna make this a thing. So go to channel reward, and there's reward redemption updated and reward redemption. You want to click on the bottom one, okay? So then now we have to click what reward do we want. So on your Twitch chat, you have to create the reward for it, right? So like with mine, I already have attack on Vikings, okay? So I don't need to do it. But let's say you don't. So you would go over here, click create reward, and like you would call it like attack on Vikings. You can set up the cost for your Twitch redemption, whatever you want it to be. Obviously, you need to make this 69,420. So like 69,420 channel points. And then you can put it in the description so people know what it is. Let's see. Attack or MVK attacks Reiner. Whatever. Then what we could do right here is you can set the maximum amount of times you use it per stream, or you can set it to like the one person per user per stream. So like, you know those people that come into your chat and like all they do is like utilize the channel points, which is fine. Like that's what we're here for as creators. But like, let's say you wanted to make it to where everyone had a chance to redeem it, right? So like right here, we could do that. So like I could set this to one person. Like every time like someone redeems it, only one per user per stream, right? Everybody gets one chance to redeem it. And then I can set down the, you know, cooldown. It's in seconds. So like, I don't know, like 60 seconds is 1 minute. So let's just do 6,000 because I don't want it spammed. You could then choose like a group if you already have a group set up in the channel points, which I'll show you how to do that. And then you're going to click OK, which I'm not going to do because I already have it set up and I'll show you. So after you have your trigger set up, which we do, like I can, you know, I'll still show it just for tutorial reasons, right? So after we create our attack on Vikings, you click on it, click OK. Then to make sure that this works, you can actually right click on this and test trigger. This will test the channel redemption you just made. So I'm going to click it. Huzzah, it works. So now I know that anytime someone redeems this channel point, it works. The next thing, like, and then when you go to channel points, because we created it, it's automatically going to show up over here. And the way you get here is you click on platforms, go to Twitch, and then channel point redemption rewards. That right there is how you would do that. I hope that made a lot of sense. I hope it did. I'm going to drink water now. That was a lot of talking. I really need to like catch my breath when I'm breathing. So I might be missing, as you call, a stream deck. If you don't have a stream deck, what I would do is you can change it to where it goes to like you're just chatting or gaming scene. So like someone redeems it and you put in a delay on how long the video is, and then it'll revert back to your chatting screen or your gaming scene. And then you'll manually have to do it, or I'll show you something else. This is all bonus content, by the way, because like, you know, we're learning. So if you don't have a stream deck, what I would recommend, if you don't use your number pad key, I did this for like a lot of years. Go to your settings, go to hotkeys. Let's say that I wanted a hotkey for my cam scene, right? So I type in cam. So it says show cam scene, which means I press a button, it's gonna go to that scene. So I'm gonna push 1 on my number pad, right? So once I do that, I wanna hit apply. So now, if I go to attack on Vikings, if someone redeems it, right? And then after it's done, I press 1. And then once I press 1, then it, like after it shows its little thing, then it'll switch over to the scene. Does that make sense? Wait, what? You don't have one? If you don't have a number pad, if you don't have a number pad, actually this wouldn't work anyways. I'm actually like a numpty, cause like, watch. So this is not how you would get the scene. I'm a numpty, all right? So I have to like go to switch scene. I apologize. I haven't used this in a while, chat. That's how you would do it. But you could also go here and like, door, you could do this. Shift, like you could press the shift button and like left arrow key, right? Because like when do you actually do that? Like, you know, the like little arrow key next to the right control next to, you know, the things. Do you have that at least, or is it just like a keyboard without the number? Like, does it not have that? Because if you have the mini keyboard, okay. In that case, what I would do is like, I don't know, shift backspace. Like, who uses shift backspace? Does that even do anything? I don't know. Like, you could do that. Shift backspace. You could set it up to where like it's. There's a thing called Touch Portal, that's free to use on your phone. Do you all want me to teach that? Touch Portal, I think it still works. There's also Elgato for mobile. That's true. There is that as well. I'm not sure if you have to pay for that or not. So like, but there's a lot of different things you could do. Next time on OBS class, I will teach y'all how to do this without Stream Deck. That's what we'll go over. But I hope this helped out, Dwar. I'm sorry I couldn't help anymore. But yeah, I hope that helps. That's really all I got, you know, for today's stream. But I really do appreciate everyone stopping on in. Last time I looked, Touch Portal worked. Okay. So yeah, there's like Touch Portal. There's like mobile stream deck. There's a lot of different things you could do. But if I can help out at least one person a day, you know, when it comes to streaming, that's the ultimate goal, or your content creating journey. So thank you all again for being here. I really do appreciate it. Next YouTube video is going to be not next Thursday, but the Thursday after. If you're wondering where you can find that at, I'm actually going to show you real quick. So if you actually go over to my YouTube channel, you see where it says live right here? So instead of it saying live, it'll say notify me. I'm going to like go ahead and make a new thumbnail and everything else and set everything up. And I'll go ahead and do it. So then you can click the notify button. So then like anytime I go live, then you can see it. But I really do appreciate all the love and support. Fishy, I love your face. How are we feeling? How we doing? Quack. Quack, quack, quack. But that's all I got. Y'all take care of each other. Be kind, be courteous. And remember, we're learning together, you know, when it comes to content creating. So I will see y'all in the next OBS class, which if you want like a solid date and not just the YouTube thing, because like Google Calendar's amazing, November 23rd. Yeah. Which is like, you know, getting close to Turkey Day. So thank y'all for the loves. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and also, if you'd like, click that share link button. It really does help out the channel. And I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I'm going to go grab a snack. Okay? I'm going to make me a sandwich. But y'all take care of each other. Okay, bye. Thank y'all for being here. I'll see you next time.